ride? It's an old city, I can tell you that. The Palace of the Kings is ancient. It's not the friendliest place for outsiders. The Dark Elves were all forced to live in a slum called the Grey Quarter. The Argonians can't even live inside the walls. They're all stuck out on the docks. Still, Candlehearth Hall's got decent food and cheap bunks. You could do worse.
Oh, pardon me. Was I in your way? My pa used to say, there ain't no use worrying about the things you can't change. If it's my fate to be ended by a dragon, so be it. Meantime, I'll live my life the way I want to. It's for sale if you've got the coin. That's your best offer? I suppose so. She's the one with the saddle. Not right now. You bought my last one. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steed.
You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Oh. Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Safe travels.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few septums.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up. We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these Gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
All always sad when someone has to die.
Charity.
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Another one. Terrible. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing?
This is a shame. No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years. Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again.
Septims for my supper is all I ask.
Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business.
I ain't asking for much.
If he's willing,
Just a few
then we'll
septims.
talk.
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Hjalmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Your Leaf, I want you to send a messenger to our western camps.
And the message, sir?
I'm diverting Garn Hadring's men to join him.
Is that wise, sir?
It will work if we can pull Haran's men from the south and find a bit of luck.
Of course. Something that seems to be in short supply these days.
I'm not seeking advice right now, friend. Just send a message.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. Grew up here, cold as Atmora, but that just grows the beard thicker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time. The Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this decree for details. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Is that so? Yes. You were with us at Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Railof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man. But he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Hjalmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks. Speak with Hjalmar. He'll size you up and see where we can best use your talents. We should take Hjalmarch. It'll be an important pressure point on the Imperials. We'd be within spitting distance of the capital. Damn Tullius. He's pocketed men in the rift. It's dangerous having Imperials skulking about on the southern border of Eastmarch. The Empire's ravenous hunger for Skyrim silver makes them fierce, but rest assured, we'll win the Reach and wrest it from their greedy paws. My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor. We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us. I killed Toruk to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? Indeed, Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by Imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen. And they won't. Not as long as I have any say in it. I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed. True, he didn't stand a chance against me. But that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a High King of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torrig. He was too privileged and too foolish. More interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. Take care.
Helgen, eh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim? Fair enough, but are you willing to die for your home? All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. That's what I like to hear. So long as you can back up those words with steel. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. There's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. Only the ones I'm not sure about. This will prove your abilities, but more importantly, it will prove your commitment. We'll see about that, won't we? What? We've got nothing to talk about until you come back from Serpentstone Isle.
I own Hollifrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull. The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors. If I make enough money from the farm, I'll buy myself a long ship to sail the rivers of Skyrim.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. No, but then I don't have much need for Ulfric. We both leave well enough alone. Whatever I don't already know. Power's the crux of this world. There's always more of it to be had, if you look in the right places. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world.
I've spent my life serving Talos. I don't plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says. Talos created the Empire. You'd think they'd show him more respect. The way I see it, Ulfric's fighting a holy war. Someday all of Skyrim will worship Talos openly, as we do here.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself. All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you. Oh yes, right, of course. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course. I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Now, I really got to get back to the body. A lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
know if you want anything. I think I've got a clean mug around here. Somewhere.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you've found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
What do you need? Sure. What can I do for you? You must be a Stormcloak through and through to request that one. This is an ode to Skyrim's truest sons and daughters, the Stormcloaks. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall. Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too. When I'm cutting wood, I pretend there's an Imperial soldier's head on the stump. Hmm?
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Windhelm. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. There's an author named Ardonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shatter-Shield and Cruel-Sea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's parting.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass. Now, more than ever, the world needs tales of heroism. I'll find some way to finish my book. Know any tales of nobility and courage? I'm keen to record them.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close? My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy. What can I do for you?
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while. It's good to spend some time on solid land. A life on the river makes for weak legs, so I do a lot of walking when we dock. Captain Kiar expects the best, but he's a fair man. He never fails to reward hard work and loyalty.
You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash. Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of. Someone do something from the big one. Have your head. Just
Stand there and take it?
That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah, here. Good to see you again, friend. They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. What do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Hjalmar are elves too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. Watch out some grayskin doesn't pick your pocket.
She was such a help.
Everything's fresh and delicious.
It's always a pleasure to see you. In fact, I'm glad you're here. There's something I'd like to ask you.
A pleasure to see you as well, Naranya. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you still had many associates in the shipping profession. I have a business proposition for any sailors who might be looking to make extra septums.
If that business proposition includes smuggling, forget it. The sailors I know are plenty good at finding trouble without any help from you.
Oh, you're such a wet blanket, Captain. Can't a girl have a little fun from time to time?
You're one of Namira's faithful now. What do you want me to carry?
Lead on.
Whether or not I'm interested depends on what you got.
I have some things that belong to my daughter, Frigga. She won't be needed.
Will you spare a few coins to help someone?
Oh, I see. Yes, of course, I'll take a look. Just bring them by whenever it's convenient for you.
Everyone says Jorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. Of course I am. What do I look like, a tavern wench? Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard, trying to set this sword right. Jarl wants it to look like an ancient blade. High Queen Fridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era, and her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword will be even better than making a copy, but no one wants to risk getting it from its resting place. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Jorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget, you find Queen Freydis' sword. I'll reward you.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me. We all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
Buying and selling a wide range of assorted goods. The best selection in Windhelm.
I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova. She's still in mourning. Our little girl died recently. I've been shouldering my days with strong mead, but nothing gives my Tova peace. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find one. Thank you. Got any ale or mead? Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
I don't haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere. Take a look. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Thank you for your custom.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us. Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much. I try not to think of her, but sometimes the simplest thing will remind me. No mother should have to bury her daughter. I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
Everything's fresh and delicious.
Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know? Hjerm? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
I have a little of everything for sale. Come, see for yourself.
Good afternoon. Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm, fresh and filling. I also do a little herb growing. The court wizard, Woundfirth, pays us to plant a little nightshade. Who knows what he uses it for? Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth? Thanks. There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But what else can we do? Eat rocks and ice? Good day to you.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet. Wherever I can find them. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on. I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here, or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. You don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Now, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now. I'm so close to the answer. Take a look. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the White Phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Kuralmil, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Kuralmil was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach its resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. The legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container, made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is... poetry. I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the phial. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the phial, you fool!
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
It doesn't matter what I believe. Norelian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now.
Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. Mm-hmm.
I hope you have coin to spend, and you're not just here to gawk at my goods. I'm sorry to always be so hard on you, boy. I just worry I don't have much time left.
I know, Master. Don't say such things. There is always time.
Don't be so sure. Now, have you finished grinding the dried snow berries?
No. Not yet. I'm sorry, I was reading up on the effects of distillation.
What? You've been lollygagging in idle reading?
No, I was trying to...
Out of my sight!
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful. I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Travel safe.
Lost? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. My sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. We decided to travel and seek out whatever adventures we could find. As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, so I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old. Indeed I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection. Splendid! If you'll just follow me, I'll tell you tales and show you wonders such as you've never seen. These tools were found in a crypt outside Windhelm. They belonged to the ancient Nords who dwelt in Skyrim before the days of the First Empire. Most scholars believe that the Nords of old used these implements to prepare their dead for burial. What macabre mysteries would these tools reveal if they could but speak? Here is the Book of Fate, discovered in a secret room in the Arcane University. The writing in the book describes the destiny of its reader, so the words change from one person to the next. Some see only blank pages, and nobody knows why. Perhaps some of us are born with no destiny, or maybe the blank pages signify an imminent death. Ah, now here's an item out of legend. This is Ysgramor's soup spoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is no spoon, it's a fork. Nobody can eat soup with a fork. Well, my friend, you did not know Ysgramor. Don't let this innocent-looking flute fool you, for this is the dancer's pipe. Legend holds that the dancer's pipe has won wars, toppled empires, and changed the very course of history. None know its origins, but the stories say that men who hear its music are compelled to dance uncontrollably, no matter the peril. To activate this strange power, one must only speak the magic words, which are... Oh my! I very nearly got us both into a nasty predicament, didn't I? And with that, the tour is over. I thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon. My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would, be interested in acquiring it. If you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Wunferth? Bah! It's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. Wonderful. This will be a splendid addition to my private collection. I think it's time to get going.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, no, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right, I knew it! He's trying to have somebody killed!
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true, but Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
Do you know my father? He's really important. He even talks to the Jarl sometimes. His name is Torsten Krulsi. He's really rich, because he owns a farm called Hollyfrost. He told me once that he wanted me to grow up and be a sailor, because that's where all our family names come from. But I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want to be a warrior, the strongest one ever. Hey, you want to play a game? Figures. You elders are always so boring.
Listen to you. It's not that simple. Ulfric wants Skyrim for the Nords. He doesn't trust what he calls outsiders.
You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, rundown buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult.
I'll speak to Ulfric soon, but I make no promises that I can change his mind.
That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? Good. Too many Nords in this town have been listening to Ulfric's narrow-minded words. He's tough, loyal to his men, and a good leader. But if you're not a Nord, Ulfric will never trust you. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malthyr. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight, and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords, and the folk beneath them. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes like.
By the Hist, if I don't get something soon, I don't know how I'll get through the week. No, I'm not. I feel like my scales are clawing into me. Maybe you could help an old Argonian out? I heard some of the sailors talking about how they stashed a bottle of double-distilled skooma in the Gnisis Cornerclub. I just need a taste. Thank you. I'll be waiting for that bottle. I would not complain if you returned with some skooma. We're used to getting by on scraps, but the Shatter-Shields want everything for nothing. Torbjorn Shatter-Shield. I wish someone would beat the coin out of his fat fists. He clings to every septim. He says an Argonian's labor is only worth 1/10 of a proper Nord worker. My people are not slaves. You can try, but we've gotten nowhere talking to him ourselves. I came here as a hatchling. The only thing colder than Skyrim is the Nords themselves, but we stick together. We work where we can get work. The Nords don't like unloading their ships, so we do it instead. Sometimes cargo goes missing. May the earth beneath your feet be always soft.
Looking to hire a boat? Where are you headed? All right.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gyal.
Captain Gyallen does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Surprised you've never heard of it. It's an island northeast of here. Has a small dark elf town called Raven Rock, and a handful of Nords living in Skal Village. But I'm not going back there. There's something wrong about that place. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. That's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Whatever you want. The answer isn't going to be any different later, though.
Never much cared for Windhelm. The place is depressing. I'm a lot happier out here on the deck than I am wandering around in that ruin of a city. I heard those Forsworn out west live in caves. Can't be any worse than trying to live in Windhelm. Can't wait until we raise anchor. Anytime the boat's not moving, I start to get impatient.
Sorry, but I'm not looking to hire any more crew right now. The North Wind is my mistress, and I'm her master. I don't tolerate any disloyalty. You looking for work? Got a sailor who thought running a gang of thieves would be more money than hauling my cargo. You make an example of that gang. I'll give you a year's worth of pay. That's the spirit, right? See you round.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong. Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the Cornerclub on his own. It was a pleasure.
All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some. I like to share my good fortune with those who deserve it. Trader dropped by recently with some lovely pieces, if you'd like to have a look.
How splendid. Another Nord. Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking. Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems. If you need another drink, I'll be right here. What's new with that Nord family? Have they given you one of those helmets with the horns on them yet?
What do you want? I work for them, okay? We're not friends. They pay me, and I get the job done. That's it.
Touchy. Maybe some Dunmer lives in you yet.
Either pour another drink or keep moving, Amberus.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I've got a clean mug around here. Somewhere.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Well, my friend, if you think those boots need more coin, I'll make it happen. But I'm doing this for you, not them. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire. Talos, who in life was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and founded the Empire. He was rewarded for his deeds by being joined with the Divines in eternal glory, the only mortal to do so. We worship him that we might follow in his path. We can't literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn. The Empire's elven puppet masters never cared much for the idea of a human becoming a divine, so the worship of Talos is outlawed. Skyrim doesn't take kindly to being told what to do, and to try and forget Talos, well, they may as well ordered us all to cut off our ears. Blessings of Talos be upon you.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly
Be on the
done.
lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
Drive out the empire from this land.
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
In your great honor we
They say
drink
they're
and
too
we
busy with the
sing.
war. I say, what good is winning a
Children
war
of
if we're still
Skyrim,
terrorized
we
by one of
fight
our
all
own?
our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of
Oh,
us
they
dies.
care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm
This
just
land
snooping
is
around
ours,
bothering
and we'll see
people.
it white
But I'm
clean
trying to
of the
save
scourge that
lives.
has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Huh? What's it say?
All hail to Ulfric, you are the
Woundfirth.
High King.
There have been
In
rumors
your great
swirling about
honor
him for
we drink
years.
and we
As long as I
sing.
can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are? If the guards would listen to Viola, they'd have caught the butcher by now. I love my husband, but he can be a bit dull at times. Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them. Thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
Another day, another septim. Thank you so much. Here, let me show you a thing or two about not attracting attention to yourself. I would not complain if you returned with some skooma. The Nords don't appreciate us, but so what? I don't appreciate them right back. Look, we don't have much love for your kind down here. Probably best if you just left. The docks can be a dangerous place. Don't expect me to save you if you fall in. I wish the Nords, Argonians, and Dark Elves in Windhelm got along better. You talked Torbjorn down? I'm impressed. Here I was saving this for a rainy day. Maybe now I can afford a few more for my people. Take it. May the earth beneath your feet be always soft.
Windhelm has been hard on my people. But our fortunes will turn, and we have shelter and food. We have not fared well outside our native Black Marsh, but we're determined to make the best of things. I began praying to Zenithar, the god of wealth, to bring us some fortune, but thieves made off with my sacred amulet almost as soon as I bought it. Shavi would be in your debt, kind one. Oh yes, after all, what's the point in being miserable all the time? I know life on the docks isn't easy. Sometimes life puts you in difficult circumstances you didn't choose. But being happy or unhappy is a choice you make, and I've chosen to make the best of things that I can. I enjoyed our talk.
I know this place looks horrible. Please, don't hold it against the company. Sad, isn't it? We can't afford to keep the place running since these attacks started. Pirates, you see. Raiding all along the coast, from Hammerfell to Vardenfell. Only the Shatter-Shields appear safe. A very powerful family in Windhelm. They run a private shipping operation and would love to have the docks to themselves. Wouldn't surprise me if they were in league with the pirates somehow. Not yet, no. But perhaps an intrepid person such as yourself could help with that? They have a dark elf who oversees their operations, Suveris Atherin. She's meticulous to a fault, and keeps a logbook with every transaction she makes. If it were to somehow end up in my hands, I wouldn't argue. They call themselves the Bloodhawkers. They've been around as long as I can remember, but only recently focused on our ships. A dastardly group, but they're more than simple brigands. Shrewd, clever, not to be trifled with. Our own security forces are limited, and all the mercenaries are tied up in this ridiculous war. We don't even know their base of operations, and attacking single ships won't really solve the problem. Now, if you'll excuse me. If you get me the logbook, I'll have proof of Shatter-Shield's treachery. How did you get it? No, never mind. I probably shouldn't know. I see. It looks like Severus has been traveling to Dawnstar to meet with a pirate crew there. Get to Dawnstar and see what you can find out about these rogues. I'd wager they won't be too far from the tavern. Try to find out where their fortress is. The captain, Stig Saltplank, has to know something. Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
It's an honor to see you, the keeper of Namira's ring.
What do you want me to carry? You lead. I'll follow.
All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some. I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I could. I do some business with the trade caravans, and I've picked up a number of items from adventurers like yourself. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city. Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Don't let Viola catch you in her house.
I do the cooking and cleaning round the palace. Don't need to pay me no mind. I'm the least important person in here. Keeping the palace clean and the Lord's fed ain't easy work, but it's honest work.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Ah, yes, the extract. Good. Poisonous, of course, but it has its uses. I suppose you want something for your trouble? Here. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well. Or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordess of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
Spare a coin for...
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Have you taken care of that little problem? Thank you, thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours. Do come again. Have a look around. I buy and sell just about anything.
sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Finally! My prayers have been answered! It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grelod the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grelod the Kind! Grelod is the headmistress of Honor Hall Orphanage, but not for long. She got sick last winter, when the snows came, and she never got better, not all year. One night, she fell asleep and never woke up. So now I'm all alone, and the Jarl said I have to go into Honor Hall Orphanage. It's not fair! I've never been more sure about anything in my entire life. Someone like Grelod doesn't deserve to live one more day. She's a monster! I have a family heirloom you can have. Supposed to be sort of valuable. I hope that's all right. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.